While addressing the media at Uganda Police Headquarters in Naguru, police spokesperson Fred Enanga informed that the country is at peace for both internal and external security cases.
I would like to start by informing the country as usual. Our country, Uganda, continues to remain generally calm and peaceful. We don't have any incidents of much security concern internally and along our borderlines.
However, reporting on the Karamoja Iron Sheet scandal, police noted that the investigations of other members involved are in their final stages.
Although most of the investigations have been completed at this stage, there are still additional areas that arise out of the constant consultations between the investigators and the office of the DPP. As a result, we continue to trace onwards and backwards to clear some of these lines of inquiry. And so you will notice that there are some of the witnesses whom we interviewed from the beginning, whom we reinvited to appear at CID headquarters. Some of them have not appeared.
Police spokesperson therefore called upon all the summoned witnesses to cooperate and pay immediate response to the summons.
But I'd like to remind all witnesses who are a subject of investigation at the same time to please cooperate with the task team of investigators. The information that we require can help either prove.
Enanga, however, cautioned the media to be objective in their reporting as police continues to perform their role.
We continue to also see the media do a lot of speculative reporting, some of which is sensational and continues to promote panic in the public. And to some of the witnesses, we want to caution you against such probably irresponsible reporting. Let's remain objective and transparent in the way that we do the investigative reporting and coverage of the Iron Sheets investigation. You're aware that the cases are being handled on a case-by-case basis. We opened individual case files for each and everyone whom we feel is involved in the Iron Sheets investigation, and we submitted several of those case files. And we shall only, as the police, we only respond where charges are sanctioned against the suspects. And so basically that is it. This week, when we receive more files that are sanctioned, we shall let you know whether we shall get to let you know who is to appear next. But let's avoid this unnecessary reporting where we are promoting much fear in the public.
According to Martin Kalule, a resident in Kampala, many people are being left out, hence creating a lot of questions.
There are so many questions which people need to ask because it didn't start from the ministers. You need to ask who gave the permission to the storekeeper. What were the things that were given to the storekeeper concerning the release of the Mabati? Because if someone is taking the Mabati and is not taking them to Karamoja, that means the storekeeper knew where the Mabati was going. But so far, we have not had anything concerning the people who were in charge of protecting the Mabati.
Some residents added that the arrested ministers can be as an example to others, hence curbing corruption in the country.
It can make sense in a way that if they arrest them, they can serve as an example to others, other politicians or other government ministers, in order to curb down the level of corruption in the country.
People, technocrats, who are responsible to put these programs, they are supposed to have arrested those people first. And they will have told us if they got orders from the ministers to release the Mabati. These are politicians. They may have used the Mabati, got a chance to get the Mabati, But what about the people who are supposed to keep the Mabati and deliver the Mabati to the people who are supposed to benefit from the Mabati? So arresting ministers, it may make a shake-up so that others can correct their problems. But will they recover the money? Because some of them are saying they didn't request for the Mabati. Will those people pay for the Mabati? They are only arresting those ones who were in charge, for example, Lugolobi and Kitutu. But what about the others? Will they recover all the Mabati? So we are waiting to see.
However, Elijah Chuprangat, also a resident in Kampala, stressed that arresting ministers won't do any change and suggested that they pay equivalent. Ministers won't do any change and suggested that they pay equivalent. Ministers won't do any change and suggested that they pay equivalent. Ministers won't do any change and suggested that they pay equivalent. Pay equivalent. Pay equivalent. Pay equivalent. Pay equivalent. Pay. Following the Iron Sheet saga, 3 people have been detained so far, including the State Minister for Planning, Amos Lugolobi, who is remanded to Ruzila Prison until 20th April when he is expected to be produced in court again. Sarah Chidabo, live at 8.